Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm sharing a list of my current favorite timeless signature scent-worthy fragrances. They are very elegant and feminine. I think when people are searching for that quiet luxury fragrance, this is the overall vibe they're hoping to achieve. Of course, the dry down is exceptionally beautiful, a bit more understated and refined. If you wear any of these fragrances, people know you have great taste. The last few times I've gone out to dinner, with the exception of travel, this is what I've been grabbing. I love wearing this fragrance. It's one of my more recent discoveries from House of Destan at Maxaroma. It's called You? The master perfumer who created this fragrance is best known for creating Tom Ford's Oud Wood. Clearly a master at his craft. I feel like this fragrance also exudes that same classic black tie sophistication. It just leans a bit more feminine. Keynotes include bergamot, pear, cinnamon, coriander, jasmine, milk, fig, white chocolate, freesia, ylang, musk, sandalwood, tonka, and cedar. It is such an incredible, imaginative combination. Everything just works so well together. Immediately, I do get a burst of pear. I think that's what gives it this luscious, delicious kind of juiciness. Then you get freesia, white chocolate, milk, figgy notes. I typically don't love milky lactonic fragrances, but this is so perfectly blended together. Very warm and sensual, alluring, intoxicating. It just makes you want to smell more and more and more of this fragrance. It just sort of lures you in. The complexity, the quality of these notes instantly stands out to you. It doesn't smell like any other designer fragrance that I have ever tried, and I love designer fragrances, but you smell this and you know this is niche, this is special, this has standout qualities. And yet it's still a bit reserved. I feel like this is such a wearable, unique fragrance, and it has cedar in the dry down, which I absolutely love. Of all of the woody notes, I think cedar is probably my favorite, so this just checks all of the boxes for me. I think it would be beautiful every single day. I've been wearing this for evenings because I guess when I'm getting dressed up and going out, I want to wear something that smells sort of special and elevated. I'm fishing for compliments. So I've been grabbing this and I absolutely love it. I do have a code with Maxaroma, Erin 10 for a discount. I believe it is site-wide. I will make sure all of the information is in the description box because Maxaroma, not only did they carry House of Destan, but they carry a lot of incredible luxury niche fragrances at a discount. For daytime, my go-to fragrance continues to be Ylang in Gold by Micallef, and when I was traveling to Savannah recently, I took my little travel spray and that's what I wore all weekend. I love this fragrance, cannot get enough of it. I feel like I will never get sick of wearing it. I kind of have to force myself to explore and wear other fragrances because there are so many others here that I really enjoy, but this is such an easy grab for me. When I haven't planned something else to wear, this is my go-to every time. It's vanilla forward, slightly tropical, but not coconut suntan lotion. It's not too tropical to be worn year-round. It's very relaxing, very zen, which is really part of what draws me to this fragrance. It is aromatherapy. It's fragrance therapy. It has some of my all-time favorite notes like peach, vanilla, ylang-ylang, sandalwood, but then it also has this really beautiful and pure herbal quality, rosemary, sage, mint. It is such an incredible combination. It's what makes it smell a little bit like a relaxing luxury spa. It is such a beautiful fragrance and it just smells very peaceful and tranquil. And I think that's something that most of us can appreciate nowadays, is a fragrance that kind of just makes you take a deep breath, be in the moment, appreciate where you are in the day. To me, when I spritz this on, it's like, okay, I'm ready, world. Throw me what you got. I would light the candle in my room. I would scent the entire house with this fragrance if I could. It smells so incredible. Another new favorite of mine, a very unexpected new favorite might I add, is this Valentino L'Innocence de l'Air. We got to work on the name Valentino. It's a mouthful, and because it's French and it has all of the apostrophes, I feel like I'm just messing it up every single time. It is a beautiful fragrance. This was sent to me complimentary. It was the first elevated fragrance from this line I ever tried. The first time I smelled it, I did really like it, but there's a green mandarin note that I don't instantly love. The good news is it dissipates relatively quickly and you're left with a very crisp, clean, fresh out of the shower, crisp white linen shirt type of fragrance that is so perfect every single day. Definitely gives signature scent, but expensive and luxury. And a lot of times with fragrances in this scent profile, this category, they don't tend to be the longest lasting fragrances. And that's really what stood out to me after wearing it a few times. It is bold. It is very strong. It is so long lasting. I don't know how they were able to achieve that, even though it smells a little bit fresh, aquatic, like truly like pure air, lightness, like a white veil gently flowing in the wind. It has that sort of aura to it. It will last on your skin and it has very decent projection. It's so fresh, crispy, clean, but not soapy. I feel like this is a Hailey Bieber type of fragrance, or anybody who really likes that clean girl, not doing too much, but you still want to feel your very best, like a great confidence boosting fragrance. I wore this out to dinner the other day with a friend, and as soon as she got in the car, she was like, "What are you wearing? You smell so good." So it draws compliments, which I think speaks to the fact that it is still a pretty bold fragrance. Not too bold, but people are going to smell you. This was a great introduction to this line for me. I was so impressed. I don't typically get that moved by this style of fragrance, and yet this is a true standout for me. Gorgeous. Highly recommend it, 10 out of 10. I'm really trying to get away from confining my fragrances into seasonal boxes, but because we are transitioning into fall, I can't help but mention that Loewe 001 Woman would be an incredible fall-winter signature scent. I do feel like this has year-round capabilities, but there's something about the amber and sandalwood that just feels so right for fall-winter. When I describe these fragrances as timeless, signature scent-worthy fragrances, it's because I do believe they can be worn year-round. I think it's silly to spend hundreds of dollars on a fragrance that you're only going to wear for a few months. So elegant, so feminine. It is just the ultimate feminine, powerful, like power fragrance. A CEO in a bottle. This is a woman who has her life together. She looks polished. She looks put together. The scent is just the cherry on top. It is the ultimate accessory. This fragrance smells so chic. It's the outfit. You could be wearing tracksuit or sweatpants, and if you're wearing this fragrance, you will be one of the best dressed in the room. It just has that oomph to it. I don't know how to describe it. This is a grown woman's fragrance, a powerful fragrance. This is the woman that I aspire to be in a bottle. It's so beautiful. The perfect everyday signature scent, especially if you like something that's fresh, clean, but not soapy, not too aquatic. More on the smooth, musky sandalwood side. It's gorgeous. Loewe Woman is very similar in style to Hermes Barenia, also on the list. I think this is an incredible signature scent. I still wear this very often. When I first discovered this fragrance, or when it first launched, I was wearing this all the time. I usually wear my travel size, not my large bottle, so that's why it doesn't have as much of a dent. But my travel size definitely has a dent because it's incredible. It has a burst of initial sweetness from the berries, but then the dry down is very smooth, woody, musky, incredibly feminine, but confidence boosting. Not only do I receive compliments whenever I wear Barenia, but I feel my most confident. Like, I feel like I smell incredible. I don't even need the compliments. I feel like I smell so good whenever I wear this fragrance. Definitely the best Hermes fragrance in my opinion, and I don't typically love this style. I wouldn't say it's princessy. It isn't something that immediately was like, yes, of course I love this. It's like all of the other fragrances that I love. There's something quite unique about it, even though the notes are pretty standard. There's nothing really flashy, but it just sort of smells expensive. You almost immediately picture the woman carrying her Hermes Birkin bag, or I envision like a Chanel tweed suit head to toe. I feel like the woman who wears Barenia has horses. She has a summer house. She has a yacht. just a more serious type of fragrance, a bit more conservative, a bit more reserved. But I feel like because of that, it goes with any occasion. It truly works every single day, no matter what you're doing, where you're going, what you're wearing. You can always wear Barenia and it just instantly takes your outfit to the next level. So chic. I would say the most princessy, sort of whimsical fragrance on today's list is Elledaria by Creed. This is such a gorgeous floral fragrance, and I really hate that I love this so much. I don't feel like I talk about it enough or I give it enough credit, even within my collection, because every time I smell this fragrance, I'm like, oh my goodness, that smells so good. It's so familiar. What is that? Elledaria. When I was in Savannah recently visiting one of my girlfriends, we were gathering, meeting up to go out to dinner, and she came up and she looked beautiful in her dress and she smelled so good, and it instantly, hit my nose, and I was like, wow, what are you wearing? You smell incredible. No, I know this fragrance. I know this. Elledaria. And she's like, yes, thank you so much. I need to wear it more often since you're raving about it. And I was thinking, no, I need to wear this more often because I'm raving about it. I think part of me feels sort of maybe bad talking about it because I received a bottle complimentary. I know it's an expensive fragrance. I'm hoping this is available on sale at Maxaroma. I know there are probably discounts somewhere out on the internet, and if you are able to find a really good deal on this fragrance, it is so worth it. It is just so beautiful. One of the prettiest, maybe the prettiest rose fragrances in my entire collection. It's not too heavy rose, not too rose forward. It's aquatic, it has peony, it's just the most beautiful bouquet. A little vanilla, it's a little creamy, dreamy. There's just something so incredibly feminine and beautiful about this fragrance. It's a showstopper and a true standout, and I cannot believe I always smell this and compliment this on other people, but then I kind of feel like I have to save my bottle and not wear it as much. I really need to wear this fragrance more often. And I love that while it is a little bit sweeter and it just smells like a fresh bouquet of flowers, like strolling through a garden, unapologetically feminine and bold, it's not too silly and sweet or too playful. I feel like you could wear this fragrance to a very special dinner, birthday, getting really dressed up. You could wear this to holiday parties. You could wear this on a daily basis, but it still smells really grand. So I feel like it works well for evenings and special occasions as well. A little aquatic peony rose vanilla combination. It smells so incredible, and I feel like it deserves more love than it probably gets because it's a Creed fragrance and it is on the really expensive side. If you have not tried the Aesop fragrances, I highly recommend checking them out. The only two I've smelled I love. This is Vivere. It smells incredible. It's very herbal, green, unexpected, not something I typically lean towards, but the dry down of this fragrance, I'm so glad that I actually sprayed it on my skin the first time I tried it, because almost immediately I was like, whoa, no, I was very wrong about this fragrance. This is definitely my style. It smells relaxing, peaceful, very zen. Like you are just one with nature, connecting with nature. It has woody notes. Keynotes include bergamot, green mandarin, cardamom, green tea, cypress, pink pepper, and green mate. Lots of tea, so you know it has that earthiness, but it also has that very beautiful, almost ritualistic, like when you're making your matcha in the morning and you're just sort of in the moment. That's sort of how this smells. Beautiful signature scent for daytime. It's very casual. If you're just running errands, you're spending the day at home, you have maybe some appointments on the schedule, you're not doing anything special, but you still want to smell really good. This is the perfect fragrance. It's the fragrance that you wear for yourself because it's just a mood booster. This fragrance taught me a very important lesson. I think sometimes we think our tastes are one way and we don't really want to try anything else outside of our box. And it's good to sort of check in with ourselves every once in a while because, for one thing, our tastes change. That has definitely happened to me before with fragrances, that sometimes I like them and then I don't. Or we go through different moods and periods where we're sort of fixating on one specific category. But sometimes the notes that you don't think you like, it's just because you didn't like one particular fragrance. You shouldn't cast out the entire category. This is not something that I would have ever expected to like. It sort of smells like Aesop. It's a bit medicinal, like it came from somebody's medicine cabinet. Herbs and spices mixed in, but the dry down of this fragrance is so elegant. I wouldn't say it's particularly feminine leaning. I do think it leans feminine, but it's very unisex, but it just smells peaceful, tranquil. It's exactly the type of mood and energy that I want on a regular basis. I love it. For all of my fellow vanilla lovers out there, Guerlain Angelique Noir, this one is for you. I am guilty of saving this for special occasions. I used to think this was a bridal fragrance or a special occasion fragrance only. But the truth is, Angelique Noir is so different from Spiritueuse Double Vanille. It's vanilla and it's special, but this really could be worn every single day as a signature scent, and I actually think now it would be an incredibly chic signature scent. And that completes my list of timeless, signature scent-worthy fragrances. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. Leave me your comments, questions down below. You have incredible taste, so make sure you drop your recommendations for me down below in the comment section. We'll keep the conversation going there. As always, I will be linking everything mentioned. Everything on my face will be tagged directly to the video and listed down below in the description box for your convenience. And for more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell.